Yeah, like steam tater. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like steam tater. Yeah, 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 yeah. Fist full of thunder, mouth spitting a monsoon. Broke the clock, now my grind got no noon. Concrete jungle, my roar shakes the pavement. Force cut throats, leave eagles in the basement. Venom in my pen, every line's assassination. Haters tap out, caught in verbal laceration. Got up on slang, sharper than a switchblade. Truth so raw, make the sunlight afraid. Battle cry, every word's artillery. Shots from the tongue, no man's artillery. Step in my zone, you better kiss the sky. I don't rap, I make planets collide. Spine shiver when I scribble my thesis. Rhyme scheme tighter than Houdini's pieces. Grit in my lungs, every breath's combustion. Mic in my hand, now the world's disruption. Got scars for receipts, paid dues in the alley. Flow so deadly, got the reaper on salary. Brick wall, focus stare, cold through the static. Every syllable's a dagger, sharp, systematic. No handouts, no mercy in the cipher. This the battlefield, the mic is my sniper. Grit, grind, glory, my verses don't stutter. Streets my cathedral, rhymes my motto. City lights blink, the shadows get drunk. Block whisper secrets, still nerves stay sunk. Corner store, gospel bags in the trunk. My grind sharper than the blade in the monk. Lost prayers on the pavement, sins get traced. Every crack in the concrete's a war we face. Dreams on layaway, hopes misplaced. But I'm kingpin talking, my throne's embraced. Concrete jungle, I wear the crown. Every step echoes, I hold it down. No retreat, no surrender. I'm bound from the curb to the throne. I'm renowned. Midnight sermons, the preachers and J's. Hustle hymns echo in alleyway haze. Dice game prophecies, my soul ablaze. Snakes in the tall grass, they caught the gaze. Moonlight's my witness, stars play the snare. Dreams collecting in shoeboxes, life ain't fair. But my bars hit harder than fists in despair. I'm the architect building thrones from thin air. Concrete jungle, I wear the crown. Every step echoes, I hold it down. No retreat, no surrender. I'm bound from the curb to the throne. I'm renowned. So yeah, quality change. Yo. Concrete jungle, fangs out the muzzle. Spit flames, leave them puzzled. That game in the duffel. Gotta talk, veins pumping sewer venom. Step to the mic, it's curtains, I end them. Brick walls, echo shots, my bars ricochet. Verbal AK, every rhyme's a ricochet. Dagger tongue, twist syllables, slice lyrics. No bricks, just crowns on a throne of malice. This the battleground where the wolves don't sleep. Where the weak get devoured, only sharks in the deep. Verbal warfare, you ain't built for this heat. Names on the wall, leave your pride at my feet. This the battleground where the wolves don't sleep. Where the weak get devoured, only sharks in the deep. Verbal warfare, you ain't built for this heat. Names on the wall, leave your pride at my feet. Ciphers in the subway, smoke in the lungs. Choking on the pressure while I battle for fun. City crime in my syntax, syllables crack. Every line's a freight train on a hostile track. Grit in the voice, razor sharp like a cleaver. Slaughter beats, call me the flow grim reaper. They duck, they dodge, but my aim too precise. Serve them cold revenge, not once but twice. Metal covers rumble, speakers explode. The city's heartbeat sings to the bars I unload. A million stories carved in the bricks we own. Every word a bullet, every rhyme a throw. This the battleground where the wolves don't sleep. Where the weak get devoured, only sharks in the deep. Verbal warfare, you ain't built for this heat. Names on the wall, leave your pride at my feet. This the battleground where the wolves don't sleep. Where the weak get devoured, only sharks in the deep. Verbal warfare, you ain't built for this heat. Names grains of steel. Syllables slicing, sharp and steel. Your flow stale bread, mine's a 4-course meal. Blueprint savage, your plans get peeled. Crosstown buses can't carry my weight. Wordplay skyscraper built to dominate. I'm the A-train assassin, express no debate. You're the local stuck slow, always running late. Subway, Cypher Kings, crown heavy in the tunnels. Echoes through the dark, spitting heat in the funnels. Street lights flicker, the crowd pulse doubles. This city's mine, you just living in the bubbles. Your rhymes got holes, Swiss cheese in disguise. I'm a sniper with the verbs, precision through the eyes. You fumble metaphors, I weaponize lines. Artillery flow, hit targets every time. Penn Station heart, beats heavy with the crew. Your mic's a ghost, haunting but never true. I'm a chessboard knight, leaping over you. Claim my throne, these pawns ain't got a clue. This ain't no open mic, it's gladiator grounds. Your words sound soft, no grit in the sounds. Iron horse rhythm, clashing through the rounds. You'll drown in the echoes where real kings are crowned. Yeah. Born in the belly where the subway screams. Concrete jungles, no room for dreams. Your rhyme's weak, crumble like stale bread. I spit sharp, guillotine for your head. Chain link fences, shadows cast long. You stutter on the mic while I drop bombs. A king with no crown, just a mic in my fist. You a ghost in the cipher, don't even exist. Subway smoke signals, who running the lines? Bars hit like trains, no stopping my grind. Echoes in the tunnel where the legends are made. You bad dog boy, I'm a double-edged blade. I'm a double-edged blade. I'm a double-edged blade. Step in the circle, your pride gon' choke. Spit fire, turn ciphers to clouds of smoke. Your wordplay brittle, I shatter with ease. I'm a storm in the Bronx, you a summer breeze. Battleground tactics, chess moves plotted. Your punchline stale, I already caught it. A menace with the venom, no antidote needed. You plant weak seeds, I burn what's seeded. Echoes on, sneakers on, crack pavement. This the Coliseum, no safe haven. Heavy kick, snap like your jaw. Verbal gladiator, leave him in awe. Leave him in awe. Leave him in awe. Yeah. Spit flames hotter than the devil's handshake. Money stack tall, skyscraper pancake. Dirty boots stomping, left prints in the concrete. Wolf in the jungle, feasting where the lines eat. Street lights flicker, shadows dance with the moon. Pockets full of plans, heavy as a monsoon. Caught slipping, now I'm slicker than black ice. Words cut sharp, razor blade precise. This is street sermons, the gospel of the curb. Every line of scripture, now slip the verbs. Raw truth, no gimmicks, no need for disguise. Welcome to the grind where the real ones rise. Block hot steam rising off the pavement cracks. I stay cooking, chef apron, no slacks. Eyes wide open, snakes move in the grass. Backstabbers plotting, I'm ahead of the class. Turn pain into profit, watch the struggle get flipped. They try to drown me, but the hustle don't slip. Heart cold, froze veins, icebox stress. Still I'm breaking bread, feeding hope to the rest. This is street sermons, the gospel of the curb. Every line of scripture, now slip the verbs. Raw truths, no gimmicks, no need for disguise. Welcome to the grind where the real ones rise. Yeah. Singing screams for the rifle. Niggas is talking shit. It's really life, man. Real. So a motherfucking bad nigga. Yeah. Street code colder than December. Asphalt's the mentor, steel toes stomping where the weak get ignored. Dreams buried under rubble, hope in the duffel. Every step's a hustle, muscle flex through the struggle. Rooftop views, city screams for survival. Concrete Bible, every line's a recital. Chalk line scribble where ambition gets stifled. Born in the war zone, every breath is a rifle. Concrete jungle, heart of the beast. Grind, don't sleep, feast or deceased. Concrete jungle, where we don't speak, just heavy kicks, bassline's teeth. Concrete jungle, heart of the beast. Grind, don't sleep, feast or deceased. Concrete jungle, where we don't speak, just heavy kicks, bassline's teeth. Grit in my veins, bricks in my lane. Currency exchange with a crooked maintain. Shadow box the devil, I'm the champ in the ring. Crown heavy with the sweat, every move got sting. Corner store wisdom, passed down in riddles. Change in the register, life play second fiddle. Street lights flicker, my thoughts sharper than sickles. Every verse a bullet, every rhyme got the sizzle. Blood on the pavement, the anthem of the brave. Echoes in the alleys, the stories of the enslaved. No handouts here, just knuckles and grit. Survivor's manual, every word's legit. Concrete jungle, heart of the beast. Grind, don't sleep, feast or deceased. Concrete jungle, where we don't speak, just heavy kicks, bassline's teeth. Bassline's teeth. Bassline's teeth. Bassline's teeth. Bassline's teeth.
Black's right.
Rats in the gutter, snakes in the suits. Concrete jungle, boots to the roots. Hustle on the corner, shadows in the night. Street light flicker, truth out of sight. Chain heavy, neck strain, gold brick swinging. Pocket full of dreams, but the block keeps clinging. Paint on the wall, tails in the cracks. City never sleeps, only fades to black. Street chronicles, chronicles. Tales from the curb, echoes in the alleys, voices unheard. Street chronicles, chronicles. Scars on the page, survive or fold, trapped in the cage. Sirens sing lullabies, cops on the prowl. Whispers in the wind, vultures on the howl. Paper chase frenzy, cash rules the air. Trust a mirage, loyalty's rare. Cuffs snap tight, freedom a mirage. Dreams get clipped, bars camouflage. Smoke curls high, prayers to the moon. Hoping for a dawn, but midnight looms. Street chronicles, chronicles. Tales from the curb, echoes in the alleys, voices unheard. Street chronicles, chronicles. Scars on the page, survive or fold, trapped in the cage.
Streets howl, wolves in the moon's reflection. Dice roll, life's just a cruel collection. My pen venom, cobra fangs dripping. Thoughts sharper than a shank in a cold blink. Concrete gospel, sermons and graffiti. Bars hit harder than a sledge from Tahiti. Steel nerves, spine forged in the furnace. Every word a blade cut deep with purpose. Corner kings, cold air and brick walls. Echoes of the battle where the hardest brawl. Mic grip tight, no time for a stutter. Only the raw survive where the street lights flutter. Dusty boots stomp where the ghosts still linger. City scars mapped on a trigger finger. Ashes of cigars mark the battle site. Verses like bullets pierce through the night. Grit thick as smoke, lungs full of the struggle. Hunger so sharp it'll slice through the muzzle. Ciphers in the alley spit flames for respect. Every bar a grenade, pull pins eject. Broken bottles glint like a crown of glass. Royals of the curb where the shadows amass. No mercy, no peace, just the cold hard truth. Kingdoms built on pain, bricks stacked in you.
Some symphonies, gravel under blueprints, blood ink the scriptures, tales of ruthless blueprints. Block hotter than the stove with no mitts. Fed circle tighter than a boa constricts. Fiends lean heavy, their shadows collapse. Dreams buried deep under sidewalk cracks. Corner whispers louder than the guns clap. Truth in the cipher, no room for cap. Concrete jungle, steel veins pulse. Every breath a gamble, every step results. Survival's an anthem, spit it from the gut. Live wire energy, raw mic cuts. Graffiti gospel, hieroglyphs on bricks. Scripture spray painted, hustle's crucifix. Checkmate moves, chessboards in my mind. Nights clash on blacktop, palms left behind. Flows colder than the morgue in December. Every line sharp, a blade to remember. Ops crumble like bread, stale and forgotten. Bars hit harder than an anvil drop. Spit venom, split atoms, tongue a grenade. Every verse erupts, every rhyme handmade. Underground anthem, born in the basement. Soul stitched in the struggle, no replacement. Yo, concrete jungle, steel veins false. Every breath a gamble, every step results. Survival's an anthem, spit it from the gut. Live wire energy, raw mic cut. Concrete jungle, steel veins pulse. Every breath a gamble, every step results. Survival's an anthem, spit it from the gut. Live wire energy, raw mic cut. Streets whisper secrets, pavement bleeds sermons. Truth cut deeper than the preacher's own burdens. Brick walls echo, tales of broken vermin. Rusty razors sing, sharper than a surgeon. Eyes colder than a winter in the furnace. Steady with the blade, keep the circle closed, no serpents. Catch a rat slipping, turn cheese in the curtains. This the gospel of the corner, every line worded perfect. Mic in my hand, grip it like a weapon. Street sermon, no peace, no confession. Brick by brick, this the lesson. Every line a shot, no second guessing. Pavement my pulpit, spit scriptures for the sinners. Concrete jungle where the rats become winners. Lines hit heavy, turn grins into splinters. Every word a bullet, send them home for dinner. Ink bleed venom, the pen of Cobra's fang. Right war on the margins, every page bang. Carry the city on my back, feel the chains clang. Never fold under pressure, hear the steel clang. Who gon' test the preacher when the sermon pure fire? Voice like a cannon, set the block to inspire. This is hunger rawer than a butcher's attire. Truth cut the fake, leave the liars in the mire. Mic in my hand, grip it like a weapon. Street sermon, no peace, no confession. Brick by brick, this the lesson. Every line a shot, no second guessing. Yo, yeah. What's the bait? Take this up. Sharp as a blade from the alleyway's birth. Concrete crumbles, but I still hold my turf. Blood on the brick, stories etched in the dirt. Cash in a shoebox, paint stuffed in a verse. Chain swing heavy, dragging sins of the block. Clock tick tocks, but the grind don't stop. Hard cold frostbite when the pen unlocks. Words cut deep, leave them outlined in chalk. Rats in the sewer, play tag with the snakes. Dodging the fakes while the real ones bake. Streets never sleep, shadows twist and take. Dreams turn to dust, every move's high stakes. Mine's a war zone, I stay strapped with a scheme. Bars like guillotines, heads roll on the scene. A beast in the cipher, a king with no regime. Spit venom, leave the mic corroded and mean. Born in the jungle, raised in the grind. Every crack in the pavement mirrors my mind. Survival's the anthem, hustle's the creed. Concrete jungle is the life that we bleed. Born in the jungle, raised in the grind. Every crack in the pavement mirrors my mind. Survival's the anthem, hustle's the creed. Concrete jungle is the life that we bleed. Say OT. Yo, pen sharp, tip slice through the fabric of the cosmos. Spit raw, my breath leave cracks in the asphalt. Ciphers in the shadows, echoes bounce off brick walls. Street preacher with a scripture, wrote it in a fist brawl. Minds stay chaotic like dice games in alleys. Words cut throats, leave them gasping like bad Cali. Concrete jungle where the weak turn to fossils. Spit venom, every line toxic as apostles. Yeah. Street sermons, preaching pain to the masses. Flipping hieroglyphs on the walls of the past tense. Raw word, home where the steel meets
Cipher circle tighter than the grip on a burner. Street preacher, sermons hit harder than karma. Scuff Timberland stomping, leaving marks on your honor. Fist swinging quicker than the second hand ticking. City's heartbeats in the shadows, pain thickens. Blueprints written in chalk, bodies go missing every line I drop. A grave for the system. Corner codes, whispered in the alleys echo. Street symphony, orchestrated in the ghetto. Corner code, hatched in blood and metal. Speak the language or the curb is your level. Corner codes, whispered in the alleys echo. Street symphony, orchestrated in the ghetto. Corner code, hatched in blood and metal. Speak the language or the curb is your level. Graffiti hieroglyphs tag the concrete religion. Pyramids of hustle built from dirty decisions. Block prophets, they gospel written in kitchens. Pyrex scriptures boil dreams in the vision. Razor blade wisdom cut deep in the grain. So full of scars, every line's a blood stain. Hood maps written in veins, no escape lane. Still I cipher through the pain, unshackled by chains. Corner codes, whispered in the alleys echo. Street symphony, orchestrated in the ghetto. Corner codes, etched in blood and metal. Speak the language or the curb is your level. Corner codes, whispered in the alleys echo. Street symphony, orchestrated in the ghetto. Corner codes, etched in blood and metal. Speak the language or the curb is your level. Rhyme in my veins, concrete in my soul. Street corner sermons, my confessionals cold. Told the block every shot is a parable. Spit sharper than a barber with a razor full of chemicals. Fists like anvils, my words crush mandibles. Handle dudes, dismantle crews, mechanical. Heart blacker than the tar on the avenue. Pass through shadows where the jackals move. Mic in my palm, sermons for the street. Rhymes hit harder than the devil's heartbeat. I speak, the cipher ignites flames leap. Preach to the wolves, no sheep, no retreat. Mic in my palm, sermons for the street. Rhymes hit harder than the devil's heartbeat. I speak, the cipher ignites flames leap. Preach to the wolves, no sheep, no retreat. Teeth like crowbars, prying out the fakes. Cloaked in smoke where the hustlers ache. I'm the ace in the deck, the gamble they hate. Cutthroats with the flow, every bar is a blade. Gutter-born linguist, tongue like a guillotine.